As I am the administrator and you, the staff coordinator, I wanted to share with you some of the knowledge I've obtained so far in my leadership educational journey. Through knowledge, we can work to create a better work environment for our entire staff. Leadership is not limited to those with official titles. Compelling leaders often operate outside the hierarchy. They inspire, guide, and clarify complexities. Today, I want to discuss with you leadership, especially in the contents of sense making, sense giving, and how you can become a transformational leader. But first, you need to understand what is true leadership. Leadership is not about making decisions or holding a title as much as it's about influencing, motivating, and the power to empower others. True leadership is not a one way street, it is a journey taken together. Being a leader involves accepting responsibility for your own actions and leading with integrity, being accountable, and fostering an environment where people feel safe to innovate, make mistakes, and grow. One key aspect of leadership is sense making, which is the ability to navigate challenges and making them understandable. We live in a world full of information, but clarity is often missing. People turn to leaders to understand what is happening around them. They seek clarity on goals, processes, and understanding the bigger picture. Sense making is not just about explaining the facts or giving direction. It's about connecting the dots. It's about weaving together strands of confusion and turning them into a coherent story. You can practice sense making by observing the landscape, understand the dynamics within the team, understand what they are facing and the external factors that influence work. Help them break down these complex ideas into smaller pieces of information. And be transparent. It's not always about the what, it's about the why. When people understand the reasoning behind a decision, they are more likely to buy into it. While sense making involves clarity, sense giving focuses on guiding others towards understanding and action. It is the process of actively shaping and influencing how people perceive things, behave, and their decision making process. As a leader, your words serve as powerful tools in this effort. Effective sense giving requires deep understanding of the people you work with. You need to provide empathy, understand the emotions, concerns of those around you. Provide direction with clarity. When offering guidance, be clear about what you need and how it needs to be done and how it aligns to the bigger picture. You need to provide inspiration and motivation, empowering people to show their potential. When you help others see the value they bring, you inspire them to perform at a higher level. So, how does this all tie into being a transformational leader? A transformational leader is someone who's a role model. Your behavior sets the standards for others. Be consistent, act with integrity, and aim for excellence. When people see you demonstrate positive qualities such as accountability and kindness, they're more likely to adopt the same qualities. You need to foster collaboration. Achievements are not meant to be set alone. Build relationships, promote teamwork, and cultivate a culture of trust and openness. Challenge the status quo sometimes. Do not hesitate to question tradition. Transformational leaders typically do not always follow the status quo. They want to look beyond the boundaries and lead for change. And with the entire team, support growth and development. A transformational leader is committed to the development of others. Invest time in coaching, providing feedback, and offering growth opportunities. Being a leader is not about the name listed on your tag. It's about the people around you and yourself, and how can you make them a better person. You don't need to be a manager to be a leader. You just need to be someone who listens, supports, empowers, and inspires. As you continue to grow in your leadership journey, Remember, leadership is less about what you do, but the positive impact you have on those around you. Lead with a purpose, lead with empathy, lead with a vision.